What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Thingos back again for another video, and what I wanted to talk about today is something actually very interesting, and that is just kind of like a second look at Invincible, not in such a positive lens, or at least trying to highlight some areas that people might have problems with. Now I remember before, as soon as the show dropped, there was this review that came out on IGN that I covered on my YouTube, and this guy was very detailed and descriptive and very professional with how he wrote the review. It's one of the best reviews I've read, you know what I'm saying, at least read, because I don't really read too many reviews. I always be like watching stuff, but it's one of the best reviews I've read like recently, and at least on Invincible for sure. Although I didn't agree with a lot of the stuff he was saying, I could definitely see where he was coming from with a lot of the stuff he was saying as well. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like one of those healthy things where you can understand a debate, you can understand somebody's stance on something, but you're not just hating on them about it. You know what I mean? So I just let him, you know, say what he said. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't tripping. Watched the show. I enjoyed what I saw, but at the same time, as the more I watched it, I could understand where bro was coming from. Now Cameron 87, shout out to you. You actually the one that inspired this video. One of my subscribers, he put a comment on a video I made the other day. Let me know what he actually thought about the cartoon, and he has a lot of problems with it. But this is where I come in with my video. What I constantly have been saying time and time again, when I talk about this show, when I cover it, when I talk about the comic or do a review or do like a little recap or a little character breakdown, whatever I'm talking about to do with Invincible. Now that the show is out, now that I've gotten to see it, look at it and stuff like that, I understand, you know what I mean? I understand that there are some inconsistencies. I understand that there are characters that aren't being really represented in the best of ways, even though you can kind of, you know what I'm saying, that can kind of be overshadowed by how well some are being portrayed, and even overly portrayed. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? There are some that are kind of being a little misportrayed, you know? Or, for example, I feel like the biggest problem that people might have with it is the maybe the nerfing of Invincible here and there. I got a whole other video set up just about that, so don't worry, I will be getting to that, you know, so don't get on me in this video and be like, nigga, why you ain't talking about Invincible? Like, I'm gonna talk about that, don't get me wrong. I got a whole separate video set up for that. But as far as like, you know what I'm saying, like how they're adding stuff in, changing stuff around, and kind of rushing things a little bit, or the way certain events are playing out, you know what I'm saying, it might not make sense in some areas, or just seem like, come on bro, like, are you serious? Like, for example, I honestly thought this was kind of funny too. I ain't say it when I was watching the live stream, but when I thought about it afterwards, I was like, that was a little, you know what I'm saying. But how Debbie found the shouts out to you again, Cameron, for pointing this out. That was funny as hell when I read it. But how Debbie found the trash, like Omni-Man literally hiding a costume in a garbage, like in a trash bag on top of the damn patio door. Like, the fuck, bro? Like you know what I'm saying? It's just some stuff that just don't really seem, you know what I'm saying, just it don't really fit well. And like I said in the like I said in my video yesterday, the whole mystery thing, while I like how it's being done in the show, it adds like a whole different angle to it, and I like what the show is giving us there. At the same time, I know, just like I directly have seen after making that video, that there are people that prefer how it was done in the comic book more. So this leads back to what I've been saying time and time again, like what I was leading up to earlier before I kind of spun off into a little tangent. What I constantly say is that it's great that we have this show, because this show has a lot of things to love about it. The animation, the fight scenes, the voice acting, you know, some of it is a little off, but for the most part, the actors are doing a great job bringing these characters to life. You know what I'm saying? Even though Amber is a little, you know what I'm saying? I like that she actually has more to do with the story. You know what I'm saying? They're doing more with her, even though I don't like entirely what they are doing with her. You know what I'm saying? I like her influence on other characters, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not a completely bad character, and she's definitely way better than her comic book counterpart, but she's not really that dope. But other than that, Yeah, the characters, they doing a real good job with the animation, the fight scenes, bringing these characters to life, what have you, bringing that brutality front and center, giving us some really good, you know what I'm saying, bloody, gory goodness. So yeah, there's a lot of things to like about the show, but at the same time, like I always say, there are things that the comic does way better than the show, and things that the show does better than the comic. So you should have both. Enjoy both. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's like two sides of the same coin. You can't have one without the other. Now, most of the time, there's series out there where people like, you can just watch the show, or don't worry about it. They you know, it might be a book people might not like reading. They be like, don't worry about it, it's a show, you can just check the show out. Or some people be like, you know, I want to see what the comic is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to read the comic or something like that. I don't watch the show, which is rare. I don't really see too much of that. But you get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you have people that want to do one or the other, but I feel like with Invincible, you have to have both. You can't get the full experience until you read the comic book material as well. You have to see those differences, the subtle ones, the larger ones, you know what I'm saying, the character moments that they leave out in the show, those small, I feel like they really added to the characters and stuff like that. For example, I don't really like how they're doing Cecil in the show. I like him as a character, and I like Walton Goggins' performance, but at the same time, I don't really like how they're doing him in the show so far, because in the comic he was a little more jokey, he was a little more cool, he kind of seemed like an uncle, he was more like a mentor to Mark for a long time in the story, you know, before a lot of stuff started happening later on down the line. He really showed him the ropes, got him up to speed on a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to being a hero and stuff like that, and kind of helped him segue into the entire like world of this whole hero life that he was adapting in the wake of what his father had did. So I thought that his role in the comic was portrayed a whole lot better than it is in the show. He could still do that later on, maybe, I don't know, because Invincible is definitely going to need some kind of work, some kind of mentor, some kind of help after what happens with his father in the finale. So they could still do that whole thing. I don't know, I'm just gonna wait and see. But yeah, that's what I mean about, like, you know, it's just certain characters, certain character moments, how they're portrayed, the way they do certain storylines or not do certain storylines, you know what I'm saying, just certain things that you get in the comic that you don't get in the show, and vice versa, which is why I'm gonna go back to say one more time, you should have both if you want to fully enjoy Invincible and see what it has to offer. You know what I'm saying, this story and all the nuances, all the flavors, all the entertainment, all the gore, all the violence, all the comedy, you know what I'm saying, the romance, whatever you came here for, the beautiful artwork, get it in both, man. Don't just lean towards one. But I can understand where you're coming from, Cameron87, and where that reviewer from IGN was coming from, as far as like, you know, not properly representing certain things here and there. Invincible being nerfed all to hell, you know, like getting his ass beat in fights where he never really got his ass beat like that in the comic book. You know, just certain things like that that just make the show, you know, just a couple of little complaints that are scattered about, but when they start piling on top of each other, you know, they create quite a case against the show. So I wanted to just make this video talking about my stance on things. I still enjoy the show either way. I do see where people can have issues with this and that, but overall I feel like it's doing a pretty damn good job of adapting the comic book material and just giving us a show based on the comic anyway. I'm still, like, you know what I'm saying, thrilled and through the roof that we have a fucking show, animated series that seems to be taking itself seriously, although it seems a little rushed in areas here and there. I still feel like this show is getting like the proper attention and development that it should for a comic of this magnitude that I love. Now, it is kind of niche, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a world-renowned comic, even though it was turned the fuck up when it first came out. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this show right here will get Invincible more known, more out there, and potentially he could become a household name, and we could get more stuff for Invincible down the line. So, whatever problems you have with the show, stick in there. I feel like it's going to get a whole lot better. It's going to be a slow burn. It's going to get a whole lot better like as the show progresses. Just wait until we get to the more intense arcs and fights and conquest and all this other stuff and characters that they have to introduce. You stick around for the ride. I guarantee you the show will probably improve given what I've already seen so far. But this is just going off my thoughts and my personal opinion. Keep supporting it though, so it can get a season 2. You know what I'm saying? No, we can't be getting that, bro. You know, Invincible got to turn the fuck up. We waited too long. But yeah, man. Cameron 87, keep thugging it out, bro. Hopefully it'll get better and you will start to enjoy it as much as I do. Or maybe this video will make you look at it a little differently as far as like, yeah, you know what? There is a lot of things to like about the show, and there is a lot of things to like about the comic as well. So I'm a fan. I'm gonna fuck with them both either way. So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Try to look at it like that. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good day, night, wherever you are. Make sure you hit the link to the Discord in the comment section. You already know you can join Invincible Disciples. We're gonna keep this conversation going, you know, strong until the next episode drops, which is tomorrow. Also, I'm gonna be dropping a new video about that as well, like a little quick predictions, going over that. And yeah, man, let me know what you think about it. Like, dislike, share, comment, subscribe. And yeah, hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are. And until next time, guys, peace.